A cheerful heart is good medicine. Proverbs 17:22. I'm having to hold it up. Hi, it's Robin, and I'm having to hold that up because I'm at home and very excited to be. This is 4 weeks post my last radiation, which was April the 4th. Again, I was doing, I had 30 days of radiation for acinic cell carcinoma, which is a parotid gland here cancer. It's very rare, and that's why I was doing these videos, so that I could reach out to anyone that's having to go through something like this particular disease, or something in the head and neck area that maybe this would help. So this should probably be my last video unless I have something other to report. I wanted to tell you where I left off from, and maybe give you a reason why I left off. My last video was halfway through the radiation process, and I made a commitment in my head and my heart to not tell you things, but to also, I didn't want to keep the truth from you. And I felt like I was headed into an area of time of radiation that I really didn't want to maybe tell you, and I felt like you, someone that's going through this, would have, of course, at this point, doctors and nurses and all, and you'd be getting this information from them. But so I've written down some notes that I want to kind of go over to tell you what I kind of experienced from the end of week 3 through the last radiation treatment, and now 4 weeks post my last treatment. So I will be honest with you and tell you that the morning that I did my last video, I woke up, and after showering, I have long hair, and combing it out, I ended up pulling a big handful of hair out, and it was long hair. And even though I knew, I'd been told here in my head that I could lose some hair permanently from the radiation, because my treatment area was, my surgery was right here, the parotid gland was right here, I just didn't think I'd lose very much. Well, I think it really freaked me out, and I didn't want to not tell you about it and keep going. I thought that would be dishonest, so I just decided to stop. But I will tell you, I lost a lot of hair, and from what the doctors have told me, because of its radiation, it's a permanent loss. I'm not going to show you, but I basically lost hair across the very top of my ear, all the way around to the back of my head, the center of it, and straight down. So unfortunately, some of the ways I like to wear my hair the best are not ways I will wear them anymore. So as a female, it's a little bit of a grieving process, but again, that's the worst problem I got. Life is good. So I can deal with it. I went to see my hairdresser today, and she got me all fixed up, and I will probably start wearing a new set of, ponytails like this. So, so if you look up any other future videos, maybe I'll be looking different with pigtails. But aside from the hair loss, I got mostly, I'm having a hard time remembering, to be honest with you, but mostly on my neck and up into my the back of the ear and kind of around here. I remember that I really had most of my burns. Most of the burns occurred there. My face got really red, and still, believe it or not, I know you can't see, but I have a little bit of if you look real hard, which I do, I can see it. I have a little bit of a red line that still kind of goes like this, and then I know you can't see, but it goes down like this. That will get better and better and better, because 4 weeks, I don't think people can see. Again, because I have hair, I'm able to hide it very well. And I will also say, I had some partial paralysis on my face from the surgery, because my surgeon had to go in and work underneath that lift up the facial nerve and all that. But I will show you that before I couldn't really wink this eye, and now watch. Totally, totally back to normal, and I actually think maybe a little bit better. So I can wink that eye, and I wink that eye, and then my smile, if you can see the difference between the last one and today, here's my smile. So again, I just feel like I'm totally on the other side of this, and that's what I want to say. I did get worse with the burns. My mouth never really did get worse inside. You know, I had some ulcers that came and went, but I was really good about the baking soda rinses, and I had to give up flossing my teeth, and I had to give up using the fluoride trays because my gums were so sensitive I couldn't even stand to do that. And now I'm on the other side of that. I can floss my teeth again. The last time I did the fluoride on my teeth, I really ended up being sick all day that day. It might have been a coincidence. But in the 4 weeks I've been home, I've spent at least one day on the couch every week, if not a couple of days. And it's partially just being really, really tired all of a sudden, or really dealing still with every once in a while some nausea, and it just doesn't go away very fast. So I give myself kind of a hall pass. But I will also say that in the last couple of weeks I've been extremely active trying to be my old self, and I've been able to do it a little bit. I've been able to get by with it, and I haven't had too much of a repercussion for doing so. But I will also say that in going full force a few days, I had a lot of help. A lot of people came in and helped me be able to go full force, and so I'm, of course, extremely thankful for those people. I'm just going to look at my notes real fast because I want to kind of tell you my weight loss. They don't want you to lose more than 10%. So when you first go in, they weigh you. I kept that number up in my head because I was absolutely not going to lose. I did not want the alternative. The whole way through, I ended up 1 pound down. So all those friends that texted me and bought me cupcakes and donuts when I got home and all of that, right on target. And I've enjoyed every crumble. Is that a word, crumble? Yes. So that's also something I'm having trouble with, although I was already having trouble. I seem to have a little bit more of a trouble. I know it will come back, but just remembering certain things and being able sometimes to link things and hold them in my brain, that's a little bit of a hard thing for me to do sometimes. But again, I think my husband says that's normal. Probably is. So I'm just looking at my list because I want to tell you. I am still on my pain meds, but I think I started weaning off. I've tried to kind of do it before, and I wasn't ready for it. And then I did it in the wrong way. So instead of taking them 2 at a time, I am now today taking them 1 at a time, and that is working for me. So if you're on my med, which was the Lortab or the hydrocodone, you don't want to stop cold turkey, because one side effect will be a massive headache, and you will realize that you need to take one real fast. So, but you can come off of it. Again, I'm 4 weeks, so I'm not feeling bad about being on the pain meds at this point, but I am seeing my way to come off of them. So again, although I had the burns on my face, they really have recovered. You really cannot see them, again, unless you're looking for them. I've run into a lot of people, and I don't know if they knew that this had happened with me, and they didn't. If they didn't know already, they didn't know from seeing me. So there is a lot of joy to be and peace to be brought out, for you to think about from that perspective. I will say that my skin still feels a little leathery, and as soon as I'm able, I will get a facial and clean out my skin. There we go. because I feel like my pores are maybe a little bit clogged from all the lotion I've been putting on it. I haven't taken any kind of exfoliation to my face at all. I'm not quite ready for that, I don't feel, but I'm looking forward to it. Um, I still have, well, I shouldn't say still. I am having dry mouth issues, but not every day. Like, I think it was 2 days ago when I had just, my mouth felt pasty all day. Um, my appetite hasn't gone away, really. Certain things don't taste the same to me. So I have to say that I have loved Eggos, and I've eaten a lot of Eggos. But I am starting to give up the Eggos and going back to eating normal foods for me. I'm not chewing a lot on this side of the mouth, but I'm trying to do that more. I've trained myself throughout this whole process to chew on the other side, so I'm really trying to make a mental, I'm trying to think about it. And I've gotten so used to it, you usually don't think about which side of the mouth you're going to chew food on. So I'm really trying to actively chew on this side more, and it's really not causing me any problems. So if you remember, or if you watched the first couple episodes, I really thought all this was about TMJ, all my pain for all these years, and I haven't had any TMJ, what I call TMJ pain, since the surgery. So go figure. I would say that answers most everything. Like I said, being home for a little over 4 weeks is the best medicine, and all the prayers, they obviously have worked. So I appreciate anyone that's watching that knows me and sent all those warm wishes and prayers to me. Thank you, because I think you have made this process a whole lot easier for me, and quickly. So come here, Maverick. Come here. So here's a fella that I never got to show you, or maybe I didn't show you any of them. Come here, Maverick. Good boy. And we'll see if I can show you my wonderful dog. Come here, Maddie. We missed him. I missed him so much. Anyway, if you're dealing with this cancer or something similar, and you have other questions about the radiation or the surgery, or about MD Anderson, because I think they're great. I do have my first checkup June 23rd. Please contact me. I think when you send a message right here on my YouTube channel, I get an email link to it. Just make sure that if you can, reference this or something, because I've gotten a couple of emails or people that have contacted me about trying new medicines now that I'm through this. So I won't respond to anything like that. But if you have questions or anything that you want, I'm happy to share with you. I really am. So I just want to let you know I'm on the other side of this now, and I want you to know that it seems like a lot when you first start, but once you're through it, you're really through it, and your life can really go back to normal. And I hope you're not having fear that this type of cancer will come back, because it's not usually one that does. So I guess that's all for me for now. Please contact me if you want to talk some more. But my silver lining, of course, is to everyone that sent me prayers, and to God. Because God, in the end, is the person that helped me and saw my needs, and helped me get through it and get to the other side. So, amen to that. So it's bye for now. I'll see you in the funny papers.